Welcome to the TikTok influencers you really should know about, the podcast dedicated to showcasing the remarkable individuals on TikTok who are making a genuine impact beyond just their good looks and celebrity status. From advocates for social justice to comedians who brighten our days, this podcast celebrates the diverse talents that make TikTok a vibrant community. Tune in to discover the influencers you may not have heard of yet, but you definitely should know about. Welcome back to the TikTok influencers you really should know about, the podcast that's dedicated to showcasing the remarkable individuals on TikTok who are really making a genuine impact beyond just their good looks or celebrity status. I am your hostess with the mostest, Christine Blosdale. I'm a media coach and I am a fellow TikTok enthusiast just like you. So I'm so happy to have you join me on the show. And this is one for the record books because this is a creator that I've been following and you never disappoint, Chad. You never, ever disappoint. My guest is Chad Huber, who's a mailman in the U.S., a very funny mailman, former middle school teacher, bless you, and the TikTok influencers that you really should know about. So welcome to the show. Oh, okay. So for those, and we'll play one of the videos that you've created, one of the recent ones that I really dug. But for the audience, tell them a little bit about your TikTok channel. I just think it's so brilliant.
Basically, like everybody else, I started in 2020 in boredom. I started messing with a scammer and I posted it on TikTok when people begged for more and begged for more. And over the last few years, I've learned a lot about the scammers and what they do and raising awareness while I'm kind of having fun and messing with the scammers.
And these scammers are not necessarily the people in Nigeria saying, your Microsoft account was charged $500. If this is wrong, click here. This is the scantily clad one, I would say.
Yes.
Yes.
These are the romance scammers are primarily in Nigeria and Ghana, and the men will get porn star or Instagram models. They'll use pictures of people and they'll say that they are that person. Women, when they're on there, they usually get military men or they get overseas doctors or businessmen trying to spark up a romance until they get into trouble and they need some money for something.
And they're always in trouble, are they not?
They always are in trouble.
It's always their mother who's dying, or they have to go to the hospital for something, or their phone is breaking down and they need help. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to continue the conversation with me, I'm going to need $50 because my phone bill is up. Yeah, there's always something.
One thing I love about you is that whatever they text to you, your replies are just so brilliant because you act genuinely concerned, and they're the ones that are confessing their love for you. They're like, "Oh, you're the man of my dreams. I have never felt this way before," and you're just like, "Oh, me too, baby." And if this is going to make a great coffee table book one day. You need to do that. You need to screenshot those and you need to put them in a book because they are just brilliant.
That would be a funny way to present them in a copy. Actually, that was the first thing when I first did this. I was sending them to my friend going, where do I present this? Because this is hilarious. I'm sure other people would be interested. And we're like, Reddit? I'm like, I'm not on Reddit now. I get on Reddit. And then TikTok came along and the rest is history, I guess. But yeah, as far as going along, I took improv in the city here in Chicago, like a year or two before that. I had been doing improv. And so as far as the conversations with them, I just yes and what they're saying. They say ridiculous things and the natural inclination is to call them out and be like, well, that can't be true because of this. And I just kind of accept that as reality. Okay, we've got a problem with grandma. How can we solve this problem?
I love it too when you say, I'll come to you. I'll,
That is my favorite. When I buy the plane ticket and then they've got to be like, oh,
they're like, no, 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 baby. No, you can't come here. And whatever the excuse is. What are some of the excuses that they give you when they say you can't come?
I've had a number of them. One of my favorites. It was in a short one, and it's not in like its own playlist. It's like in a short one where I had like 3 or 4. But I flew to like Oregon, like Portland, Oregon, or something like that. And her grandmother wouldn't allow her to meet me until I paid whatever gift card I was supposed to get before I got there. And so then I was going to go to the Walmart, and then I picked out a Walmart in Portland. And then I'm like, well, if you meet me at this Walmart, but she was at the Walmart, but she couldn't meet me because her grandmother wouldn't let her until I gave her that gift card that I got at that Walmart. That was probably the best, my favorite.
I love that. All of this. They're nowhere near Walmart or Portland.
And got off that plane in Portland. I went straight to a Walmart, and she still wouldn't meet me.
Clean. The other great thing that I love about you is when they say, here's a picture of me, baby. And they got, some bikini on or something. And then they say, send me a picture of you, right? Because they want to pretend like they're interested. And then you send them a photo of you like in your postal hand or something. And you just give them the greatest face. I just die. And then they're like, oh, such my handsome baby. Yes, my handsome. And you're you are a handsome guy, but I'm just saying the pictures that you choose are just.
I not, yeah. I've learned how, like, and that's something that's progressed as time has gone on too, but I've learned how to do that dead eye look where it's like when you're looking at those old magic eye pictures and you're trying to like gloss over and like one eye just kind of like slightly goes lazy. Like that's what I'm looking for.
It's great. Let's give our listeners and our viewers, those that are watching this on YouTube, you're in for a treat. And if you're just listening on a podcast platform like Apple or Spotify, you'll still get a treat. You're going to hear this clip from an actual TikTok video that my guest Chad Huber has on his channel. And by the way, I'll have a link in the show notes that you could directly go follow him and comment and like his videos. That always helps the algorithm, the magical algorithm that we know. So let me go here.
This AI she sent me in the last video is remarkable. Catfishing the Catfish, just number 20. Yeah, so here's where that video was. It was in part 19, which is getting like no views, not hitting the FYP. So go check that one out. She accepts my apologies. And she's back home. And now we go back and forth, not talking too much during the day. I tell her I was walking in the rain. She's sorry about that. At 1:23 in the morning, she says, okay, babe, good morning. Oh, it ain't even dawn yet. Like she realized that mid-sentence. How was work yesterday? I'm like, it was crazy. The conveyor got stuck and packages just kept coming and coming. Again, another good morning and good night. And you said you'll send the money on Sunday. You didn't. Me reminding you is making me look like I love you for your money. That is why you love me. No, I love you for who you are. But me reminding of the money is just making me feel like I'm after your money. Well, how do you want to feel, Jess? That's why I want to keep disturbing you from your money, honey. She doesn't want to keep disturbing me for it. She just wants me to give it over. Jordan is on her neck and he keeps asking for it lately. I understand that. Jordan is annoying and he wants his money. So when you're home, babe, send the money to this account. Now, wait a minute. This was that model's account, the model friend who rejected it last time. And you said it's okay because she's allowed to hate. Because haters are going to hate at a competition. But you also said you were home from the competition. You received second place. You're not near this model anymore. They live near each other. Moreover, she can receive it at the Models Hub. There's a model hub?
There's a model hub?
There's
a
model.
You know what, too? They forget their lies. This is the thing. You got to remind them all the time. One great pleasure about watching these videos and reading those texts too is the butchering of the English language. It's just, it's so good, especially when you're repeating it. Have they ever sent you something, a text, and you just couldn't understand what it was that they were saying?
Yes. Well, I mean, I've kind of learned to decipher, but there was one, I can't even remember which one it was. There was one a while ago that it was, they were so bad. And I would read these, like with their paragraphs on there, I would read them out loud on the TikToks because it was just fun to try to dramatically read their nonsense.
Yes.
I think a lot of the stuff that they do is some of the things on there. I think a lot of stuff they're doing voice to text
Oh,
to get some things that they're getting when they're, I don't know, but I mean they're doing when they have like big beautifully written things. It's copy and paste. Like I can tell some of the differences there, but
it's just now. How long? So you started around 2020, around with the whole COVID thing.
yeah. Well, it was December of like 2019 is why, but I didn't start posting until 2020, somewhere in there, March of 2020.
Yeah, yeah. And now they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery or something like that. And when I went to look you up, and I've already followed you, but when I went to just do a search, there's quite a few Chad Huber TikTok accounts now. What is going on? You're like,
I blocked them out. Yeah, and
those are different scammers, aren't they? Yeah.
there's scammers that are then using my face and they're trying to scam people by saying, hey, I'm good at the hacking thing. And if you've been scammed, I can help you get your money back. And then you end up paying that guy. I had one person that found me and then told me that she actually gave that person money thinking I was him and were hell, and then felt stupid because they realized that this was my actual account and they were talking to a different one. So I've only talked to one person that was officially scammed by it, but
yeah, there's a lot of those imitation accounts that are, I mean, that's what was shocking to me. I was like,
no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I was like, what? Now, chat,
They're preying on people who have been scammed. So they're like, these people can be scammed. I just can try to pinch them for a little bit more.
Yes. Yes. So we want to let our listeners and our viewers know too that there is only one Chad Huber, mailman extraordinaire, and your channel has like, I forgot how many thousands of followers already. It's
400,000. I don't even know.
Okay, so close to 500,000. So if you see Chad Huber with 14 or 40, you know it's the wrong one. You know, report it. Get away from that. Chad has got over 400,000.
I have it blocked. I don't know if it's still there. There's an Instagram account that they have more followers than I do on Instagram because they'll, if they steal an account, they'll just repurpose it and change the picture on it. So there was at one point an account out there on Instagram that had more followers than me, which can also be tricky, but it's not me. Mine's attached to my TikTok.
You might even have to start. It's horrible. Why would you want to even put that on there? But I have some people that I follow that are of the psychic realm and mediumship, and they're actually very good, and they're very good at what they do. And they'll have to put on their thing on their TikToks. I will never DM you for money or for a session or anything like that.
Right.
You know, which is a shame, but it's, you know what? It's because you're so good, Chad. So yeah, and you're the ladies' man that you are. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say, is there a special lady in your life, a real life human lady in your life, or Mrs. Chad Huber?
Special lady in my life, and I met her on TikTok. So
really, we got to do this TikTok romance show now.
I guess, yeah. It's a long distance. It's been going on for like 2 years. So
2 years, that means it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
That's great. That's great. All right. So all you scammer bikini clad ladies, leave Chad. Well, no, don't leave Chad alone because it's great material. Forget it. Forget what I said. Scratch that. Not that. All right, darling. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. And again, being a TikTok influencer that I think that people really should know about. And we'll make sure that we have in the show notes that direct link to the real Chad Huber's TikTok page. Make sure you check him out, follow him, and leave your comments as well, because I want to see you flourish. I want to see you get to that 1 million. Damn it, you're gonna do it. I just know it. From my lips to God's ears. My guest again today has been Chad Huber, a TikToker that I want you guys to check out. And I want to thank you, wonderful listeners who are listening to this on all the major podcast platforms, Apple, Audible, Spotify, blah, 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 blah. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, you get to actually see my handsome guest, Chad Huber. If you don't subscribe to that YouTube channel, that's fine. But if you want to see my guest, then definitely go to that YouTube channel and check out the video. And share this episode. If you got a kick out of it and you want to share it with some others, please do so. If you want more information about the podcast, about my media coaching, you can go to christineblogsdale.com. And as always, just keep scrolling, babe. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.